We are OUI Technology, and we like to help companies understand how people are different from each other and what companies can do about it. About 2006, we were contacted by a library in the Czech Republic, which wanted to improve their service for readers. This library specializes in books for readers who are blind, who do not see very well, who cannot turn pages, or who have reading problems such as dyslexia. They are putting great effort into turning printed books into audiobooks read by a human narrator and also books printed in tactile braille alphabet. In 2008, we built an online system for them, which allows people to browse the catalog of the library and to order the books directly from their home. But we also made it possible for readers to listen to the books directly on the website. This proved to be the right step, as nowadays most of the readers of the library access books via this online platform rather than visiting the institution in person.
You will tell me what people find worthwhile. Then, what is the sweetest thing in the world?
From the beginning, we were seeking ways to make this complex system accessible for people with various needs. It is always important for us not just to obey the formal accessibility standards, but also to make an application well usable as a whole. Responsive design allows people with low vision or motor handicap to enlarge the website. We also put a lot of work to make the experience nice for blind users with screen readers, for whom such complex website might otherwise easily become a maze.
You are navigation, main navigation, 3 items. Catalog. You are current, my records. You are help. You end of navigation. Local navigation, catalog, row 1 of 28, catalog. Interact with local navigation, catalog, row 1 of 28, catalog. Expanded list box, row 1 collapsed. Browse all, tagged. Browse catalog by index of authors. Browse all available authors and related works, index of narrators. Landmarks menu. Page heading. Main navigation. Catalog. Search the catalog. You are currently on a complementary search the catalog. Search expression, search text field, S-C-O-O-T-E-R. Scooter. You are currently on a main, inside of HTML content, main catalog 7 items, maximize the main table. You are currently in a title/subtitle, row 2. Queen Scooter the first, press, Queen Scooter the maximize the main content, Queen Scooter the general information, assign tags, group. This work is available in MP3, details for MP4, application player 9 item, track 1. Play. Play, press pause.
She's the smartest girl in the world, said her father proudly.
Still, it is very difficult to achieve true usability for people who are disadvantaged, given the state of today's technologies, and one can do only so much on the web. While the web is a good general solution, it became clear that the next step to real usability was to concentrate on a particular platform. The Apple system iOS for iPhones and iPads already provides some basic assistive technologies, such as a screen reader, switch control, zoom, or various touch accommodations. Therefore, just creating a good iOS application already achieves some level of accessibility. But this concentration on a particular set of devices and technologies also brings the ability to really fine-tune the interface and to go much further. We developed an application that allows to easily play books and create bookmarks. It also makes it easy to search the catalog and to download new books into the user's iPhone or iPad. Then we built the accessibility into it. We introduced alternative layout with large letters and bold text that turn themselves on automatically based on the user's system settings. By alternative layouts, we do not mean just the text getting bigger, but also the icons, the thickness of the table cell separators, the player controls, and everything really. We can also react to the user's settings for increased contrast by adjusting the color scheme in a way that makes various items in the interface better visible. iOS does not offer a dark mode option for people affected by light sensitivity, but we can add such an option ourselves and then employ another alternative color scheme for such a case. Not a mere inversion, but one that is truly designed by a graphic designer and maintains the important colors that help to convey meaning. And these adjustments go through the whole application. Next, we will show what we were able to do for the blind people.
My books. Heading. Sorting. Button. Macbeth. Shakespeare, William. Queen Scooter I, Werich, Jan. Macbeth, Shakespeare, William. Book player, Macbeth. Shakespeare, William. Go to beginning, button, rewind backward, button, play.
This is the basic accessibility with VoiceOver, the screen reader built into the iPhone, if the developers provide correct labels and implement some details. Many accessibility solutions would stop here. But of course, such a flat screen reader interface, where the blind user must navigate all the items one by one, is very inefficient and tiring to use. The player for audiobooks is a screen on which many users will spend countless hours, so an inefficient interface is a formal but not a real solution for accessibility. So we knew we must do more, and if you listen carefully to what the button says, you will get the idea.
Play, button. You can also start or pause playback simply by double tapping with 2 fingers anywhere on the screen.
Let's try.
Osoby. Veškerá práva výrobce a osob oprávněných.
Other elements on the screen are also accessible by gestures, which the user can invoke anywhere on the screen. These hints make it possible for a beginner user to transfer to more powerful interface seamlessly.
Contents, button. You can also access table of contents by double tapping and holding 1 finger down anywhere on the screen. Quick menu. Add bookmark. Button. Contents and bookmarks. Book details. Button. Rewind to beginning. Switch to gesture mode.
But we can go even further to what we call the gesture mode, an interface that abandons positional elements altogether and where the whole touch surface of the phone serves as one large controller and everything can be controlled by simple gestures. Rewinding now becomes truly simple. 1 finger rewinds by 1 minute, 2 fingers by 10 minutes, and 3 fingers by an hour.
13. 0. 23. Book player, Macbeth, Shakespeare, 1. 23.
2 fingers start playback, 2 fingers down drop a bookmark.
Enter a name for this bookmark. Text field is editing. OK. But OK.
2 fingers up bring up the table of contents.
Macbeth enters 0H4. Book player, Macbeth.
We believe that all this shows that even on a relatively closed system, such as the iOS from Apple, there is a lot that can be done to achieve true accessibility and usability if one has a good understanding of the circumstances. This was Biblio by OUI Technology Ltd. Thank you for watching.